Hello, I'm Casey Allen. I'm here to inform you on how great of a career culinary can be. Um, and it's not just a hobby. Today I'm going to talk to you about the different types of careers in the culinary world, as well as the origin of it. And I've been in school for 8 months. I've learned a lot from it. I've been happy to be there. I think it's a great program. I've learned a lot, and there's a lot of career opportunities from it as well. So that's what I'm going to talk to you about today, and so let's get started. The history of French cuisine was that there was a princess named Catherine de' Medici. She was Italian, and she originally left Italy to go marry King Henry II in France. And what she did was she took her cooks, as well as some of her staff from the kitchen, and took them to France with her. And that's how modern French cuisine and most of the world's cuisine evolved. And not only did she revolutionize food then, she's still revolutionizing food now, showing that fusions can happen between two different places. Now I'm going to go and talk to you about the many different types of careers in the culinary world. The first one I'm going to talk to you about is a pastry chef. What a pastry chef does is he does nothing but desserts and works on like the fine decorations for dishes and tables, and he is in charge of literally all of the desserts that will be served during the dinner or during the banquet or whatever it is that he's serving it for. The second one I'm going to go into with you is the baker. The baker's in charge of all the breads and the doughs and biscuits, all the stuff that can be served as a side rather than the main course. And then I'm going to talk to you about an executive chef. What he does is he's in charge of actually the whole kitchen. He's in charge of the pastry chef, the sous chef, the baker, everybody. He is the one who is he's the chief, which is French for chef. He is the main guy to go to. And then I'm going to talk to you about the sous chef. The sous chef is the guy who's in charge of the kitchen when the executive chef isn't around. So if the executive chef isn't anywhere to be found, you talk to the sous chef. He will have no problem talking to you about any questions or problems you might have in the kitchen. Then, of course, there are the line cooks. The line cooks are the heart and soul. They are the ones who actually produce the food, actually cook the food, and make sure the food looks presentable enough to be sold in the restaurant. Then, of course, there are the wait staff. And then, of course, the customer, who is the most important person to talk to. And then, of course, for the parties with over 150, 200 people, there's the banquet chef. He is in charge of planning out ahead of time the banquets, the menu, and of course how much time and effort it's going to take to produce a successful banquet and make sure every plate in that banquet is just as good as the next. That would be a very stressful job. Most of the time, banquet chefs reside mostly in hotels and or country clubs, and don't really get involved in too much in small businesses, or unless it's a small business that caters. So in conclusion, I just talked to you about how Princess Catherine de' Medici, she was an Italian who left Italy to go marry King Henry II in France, and how her actions changed an entire world of food. She brought forth many careers with her from this. She brought back how exciting it can be to be a chef, how important it is to be a chef, because if you're not eating good, then what's the point? And we talked about the different types of chefs and how amazing it can be. And thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.